Assalamu alaikum. Our lesson today is vocabulary. We are going to learn expressions with the verb take. So, if you are ready to learn about the verb take, verb take is one of the highly frequency verbs. You need to follow with me in your student's book, page 44. So, set the scene and let's start with that. Look at the following example from the text on pages 42-43. Extracts. The previous reading. Can you think of any other expressions or collocations with the verb take? Collocation, I think you learned it before. We talked about it. Collocation are verbs like take and nouns like risk that usually come together, just like watch TV. Watch movie. Take risk. Take risk means you do something that might have bad results, just like this man taking a huge leap, and maybe he will hurt himself. Can you think of more collocations with take? Today's collocations are all with the verb take. Take a break. When you take a break, you stop working for a while, or maybe take a guess. When you take a guess, you give an answer without knowing if it's correct. Let's move to the exercise. Complete the sentences with the words in the box. Take advice. When you take advice, you follow what others told you because it's for your own good. When you take a test, you sit for a test. Take advantage are usually followed by of. When you take advantage of something, that means you make a good use of an opportunity that opened for you. Take care of. When you take care of someone or something, you look after that person or that thing. Take pride. Take pride, which followed by in, that means you are proud of someone or something. Take notice of. That means you are aware of that someone or something. Take measures to. That means you take actions to achieve a purpose. Take someone or something for granted. Before granted, that means you don't appreciate someone or something just because of over familiarity. That means you are familiar with these people or these things and you don't feel thankful to them. The last one, take responsibility. Take time means you don't try to rush and finish quickly. No, you take your time. Take responsibility, it means be in charge of something. Let's go to Ibrahim. Is very nervous because he's going to take his driving in a few hours. He is taking a driving test. Take a test means that you sit for a test. Number 2, my manager told me to take my report and to check it carefully. Take my time. Don't try to finish it quickly. The oil company has refused to. They said no to take for the oil leak in the sea oil. Oil leaks means oil is flowing out of the pipes into the sea, into the water. They refuse to take responsibility, to be blamed for this problem. I am glad I took my parents and bought a house when I could afford it. Afford it, pay for it. I had enough money to buy because property means buildings or pieces of land, or maybe both, is much more expensive. I took my father's advice. I listened to him. My next door neighbor is the one that lives nearest to of my cats when I go away. Takes care of my cats. Number 6, the government is planning to take. Government is the system that runs a country to stop motorist car drives from parking. When you park your car, that means you bring it to a halt. You stop it and leave it for a temporary period of time in the city center. So are taking measures, the government. They are taking actions to stop this, to prevent this. Number 7, Khalid takes great in his work. He is a jewelry designer. Jewelry designer, he is the one who decides the looks of rings, necklaces, bracelets, and he designs every piece of jewelry with great care. He takes great pride in his work. Number 8, Salma sometimes feels that her teenage son takes her for. Teenage son between 13 and 19 years old. He takes her for granted. He never appreciates her because he never thanks her for all the things she does for him. Why does he do that? Just because she has always been around. She has always been there for him. Number 9, the football coach is the one that gives instructions to the players. Took office Homer's talent of Sammy's in the schoolyard. Schoolyard is the place in the school where students can play. He took notice of Osama's Homer's ability. Number 10, I decided to take off Mario's offer to go and stay with him during the summer in his house. So in Italy, I decided to take advantage of Mario's offer to make good use of that. Now let's move to the next lesson, which is on the other page, on the same page, page 44. It is about strong adjectives. So let's move to strong adjectives. Exercise number 2. Exercise number 2 is about strong adjectives. So please follow about strong adjectives. We are going to start right now for this exercise. Just seconds. And we will start. Okay, ready? Let's start. Strong adjectives. Look at the following extracts, pages 42-43. What do the adjectives in bold mean? Okay. And now, we were exhausted because we had been hiking through mountainous terrain for 8 hours. So, if you look at the word exhausted, means very tired. Very tired means مرهق. We were so delighted with our find. Delighted means very pleased or very happy. Look at these delighted. Now look at this table. We can classify these adjectives into gradable adjectives, tired and pleased, or gradable adjectives. What is the difference between gradable, non-gradable? The difference is that you can use very with gradable adjectives, but you can't do that with the strong adjectives. Yes, look, like tired, very tired. Okay, it is easy. You can say really tired, extremely tired, very tired, quite tired, or a bit tired. Is there a difference between them? Yes, extremely is a very strong word. Very is not that strong, quiet. Even weaker, a bit, means very little. I am not very tired, I am little tired. With strong adjectives, you can use really, notice, here and there. Really, but you can't use the other adverbs with non-gradable adjectives. Who use absolutely, completely, and utterly? What does utterly means? It means completely, absolutely, and the same thing. Is there difference between the three? No, there is no difference. So today's vocabulary is very easy now. Let's look at these words and adjectives and to the sentences to change the right meaning in the box. Number 1, Imad was furious. Before that, let me explain the words angry, scared, and these words. So silly means stupid or childish. Okay, interesting, tasty, unpleasant. If something is unpleasant, it makes you unhappy. It is repulsive or important. Number 1, Imad was furious when he found out that Alex had borrowed his new car. When you borrow something, you take it and use it and then give it back after a short period of time. But the problem is that he didn't take him as permission. Permission means Imad, didn't say yes, okay, take my car. He didn't, he took it behind his back. So Imad was furious. He was very angry. Okay? You can write very angry or extremely angry. Kevin owns an enormous house in the countryside, away from the city, with more than 20 rooms in his house. Enormous, it is very big, means very big, extremely big. Number 3, everybody started laughing when Luke walked in wearing a ridiculous hat. His hat was stupid, silly. Number 4, it is essential that wear safety glasses when doing this experiment. Experiment, scientific tests. Wear glasses to protect your eyes. It is essential. It is very important to do that. Number 5, I saw tiny insects like ants and roaches crawling. Crawling is for insects. We don't say walking. We say crawling for insects. يحبو. Or over the walls of the building, tiny insects, very small bugs. Layla made delicious chicken pie last night. It was delicious. It was tasty. Our hotel bathroom was disgusting. Disgusting, it was dirty, and there were cockroaches crawling all over the floor. These are cockroaches. It was disgusting. It was unpleasant. It was awful. Number 8, that book was awful. The plot was stupid and the ending was very bad. The plot, the story, the events in the book was awful. It was very bad. Okay? I studied archaeology because I find it fascinating. Fascinating archaeology is the history of mankind. Archaeology, ancient civilization. It is fascinating. It is very interesting to me. Okay, that's it for today. I hope that you can continue the other two verbs. Thank you for listening. Thank you.